Let's explore the art element line. Here they come now, those basic lines. All right, straight line, curved line, long line, short line, thick line, thin line, loop line, and zigzag. And we can't forget dot. She says she's a line that's not going anywhere. And there's something else about lines. When they meet or cross, guess what? They make shapes. Watch these lines.
Straight and long, straight and long, straight and short, straight and short. It's a rectangle. Those lines made a shape.
They sure did. And how about just one line meeting itself?
Curved line going around and around until it meets and forms a circle.
Okay, how about this one?
This line is a curved line. Curved, still curved. Hey, it's a spiral.
Now see what happens when lines meet and cross in this crayon resist. Look at this painting by the artist Pierre Mondrain. It's titled Rhythm of Straight Lines. You don't have to look hard to see that straight lines have crossed and made shapes. Some shapes are colored in, and some shapes are not, but they're shapes just the same. These shapes are made by lines crossing and enclosing space. The first artists to live on Earth used lines in their prehistoric cave art. Line was a very important element of art to them. They drew and painted images that tell us today about their lives thousands of years ago. What lines do you see in these cave drawings?
Straight and curved lines, long and short lines.
Who knows what repeat means?
Repeat means that you have to do something over and over again.
That's right. In art, repeat means that an element of art is repeated again and again and again and makes a pattern. You will see exciting patterns in Aboriginal art. The Aborigines were the first people to come to the continent of Australia. They created wonderful artwork on tree bark, cave walls, and they even painted lines and dots on their bodies. Just look at all the lines and dots in their artwork. Why, look at that. Those are lizards, and there are two kangaroos. In these images, the lines are repeated to make patterns. Remember, repetition and pattern are two principles of design.
Wow! There are tons of straight lines, long and short, curved lines, lots of dots, and even some zigzags.
Oh yes, line was the most important element of art to the ancient Aborigines. Now, let's compare their art with the art of modern Aboriginal artists. What is the same and what is different?
Lizards are subjects in the old and new art, but there are more colors in the new artwork.
You have a good eye for art. It's fun to see lines in art, from far back in history and from faraway places. But it's also fun and easy to see them today in student art and our everyday world. Does this coiled snake design look similar to the Aboriginal line drawings?
Yes, but this snake has lots of curved lines, loop lines, and dots in its patterns.
Just like I said, you have a good eye for art. The ancient lizard is created mostly with patterns of straight lines and dots. Now I bet you've seen these lines before.
Curved and straight lines in wood. Long and short lines in a leaf.
Lines run around bricks and make shapes.
Pine needles look like lines. Lines run down the middle of the road.
They keep cars from hitting each other. And how about a feather? Long line down the middle and short curved lines on each side. How about finding some thick and thin lines?
How about a tennis net? Thick line across the top and a web of thin lines underneath. Zigzag line patterns in wallpaper. Dot patterns make polka dots. This shirt has a pattern of different colored lines repeating and crossing. It's called plaid. Look! A garden spider makes zigzag lines in nature. What is that?
These are air lines on a semi-truck. And take a quick look at the handicap parking space logo that we see all the time. Straight and curved lines. Wow, we could go on and on noticing lines in our environment. But let's make some time to see lines in great works of art. Here we go. Miro is an artist who was a surrealist painter of dreamlike images. The simple lines and figures in this painting look like a modern version of those images painted on cave walls and tree bark so many years ago.
I see straight lines. I see curved lines. I see dots.
We also see here that lines meet or cross and make shapes. Now, the artist Paul Klee was a painter of very imaginative subjects. He used to say that he liked to take lines for a walk. Let's take a walk around this painting and see if we can find some interesting images.
I see an animal. I see an eye and dots. His dark lines even have outlines of a lighter color.
Yes, and there are curved lines, straight lines, thick lines, and lines that meet or cross to make shapes. You know, I think you may see some of those same lines in this Pima Indian basket. And how about this raffia cloth made by Kuba artists in Zaire, Africa? It is said the artist Paul Klee's artwork was inspired by this type of African textile art. We can surely see they are similar. Paul Klee may have taken lines for a walk, but the artist Vasily Kandinsky used lines to create a running horse and rider. In his painting, Man on a Horse, he uses just a few free-flowing lines to express very fast movement. Movement is a principle of art. Perhaps if we look closely, we can see the same kind of movement in the art of cave people so very long ago. Well, you sure know how to see lines in art and life. We've had a great time with lines. I think it's time now for you to create something wonderful with lines in your very own artwork. Go ahead, take some lines for a walk.